Welcome back to Midnight Digital Decay. In the summer of 1977, deep in the forests of western Pennsylvania, reports emerged of a creature that was unlike any other cryptid known to folklore. It was first spotted by a group of amateur astronomers who had gathered in the area to observe a rare lunar eclipse. What they encountered that night was not of this earth, and the locals would come to know it by one name, the Hollow Flesh Walker. The astronomers claimed they saw something move among the trees, something enormous, gaunt, and shrouded in shadow. At first they mistook it for a deer or elk, but as it emerged into the moonlight, the true nature of the beast became clear. It stood nearly 12 feet tall, its skeletal frame wrapped in a pale translucent skin that seemed to ripple unnaturally. Its legs were long and bent backward like those of a predatory animal, but its torso and arms were unmistakably human. A grotesque, raven-like beak jutted from a sunken face, while 7 eyes, glowing a brilliant red, stared out in all directions from its head. These eyes blinked independently, scanning the horizon as though the creature was capable of seeing far beyond the physical realm. What disturbed the witnesses most, however, wasn't its form. It was the overwhelming sense of intelligence that emanated from the being. It did not stumble through the woods like an aimless animal. No, it moved with purpose, with intent, as if it knew exactly where they were, and worse still, what they were. One of the astronomers claimed to hear a voice in his mind, an alien hum that vibrated through his bones, repeating a single word: watch. The following days saw the town of Pine Creek thrown into chaos. More sightings of the Hollow Flesh Walker were reported. Livestock were found mutilated, their bodies twisted in unnatural shapes, their bones bent into impossible angles, but there were no claw marks, no signs of a struggle. It was as though something had willed them to warp and break by sheer force of presence. People began disappearing. Local police attempted to search the woods, but they found nothing. No traces, no footprints, not even the scent of the missing. But the strangest occurrence came 1 week later. An elderly woman, whose son had vanished from their home the previous night, awoke to find him sitting in a chair at their kitchen table. His skin was cold, his eyes vacant. He spoke only once before collapsing into a lifeless heap on the floor. It's waiting for you in the sky. From that point forward, every recorded encounter with the Hollow Flesh Walker carried with it a recurring theme. The victims, often left traumatized and incoherent, spoke of an entity that seemed to watch them from some otherworldly vantage point, not just from the shadows, but from the stars themselves. Witnesses described a suffocating sensation, as though they were being studied, their very essence peeled apart like a scientific specimen. It was said the Hollow Flesh Walker possessed an ability that defied explanation, some form of telepathy, or perhaps something more insidious. Those who came too close felt their thoughts unravel, their memories slipping away like sand through fingers. One account described a man who'd seen the creature up close. When he returned home, he had forgotten his own name, his identity wiped clean from his mind. Skeptics brushed the phenomenon off as a mass hallucination, a psychological contagion. Yet, strange electromagnetic disturbances were recorded in the area during the encounters, coinciding with power outages, disrupted radio signals, and inexplicable equipment malfunctions. The forest around Pine Creek seemed to hum with a low-frequency vibration, as though the very ground itself was resonating in tune with the creature's presence. just as abruptly as it appeared, the hollow flesh walker vanished. The sighting ceased and the town, though shaken, returned to its normal, quiet life. But some of the locals still speak of it in hushed tones. They say it is not gone, that it's simply waiting, watching. They claim the creature does not dwell in the forests, but in the void beyond the stars, tethered to this world by some ancient, unholy bond. What was the hollow flesh walker? A guardian? A harbinger of something far worse? Or perhaps a forgotten entity from a time when the earth was not yet ours? Those who have glimpsed it believe the answer lies not in the woods, but above, where its many eyes still gaze down, biding their time, waiting for the right moment to strike once more. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more of this content. It lets me know people enjoy it and motivates me to continue to create it for you all. If you haven't already, check out my link tree in the description for more esoteric